Welcome to Let Nature Guide You, Wednesday's meditation. Let's take 3 breaths together. And on each exhale, letting more and more tension go from the muscles, releasing tension around the eyes and the jaw. See it or feel it just floating away from the body. Tension out of the fingers and the toes and hips. Just allow the breeze to carry any tension away from the body in this moment. It wants to support you. And becoming aware of the breath seeping in through the nose and seeping out gently through the mouth. Yeah, that was good, huh? Oh. Animals always supporting our energies. And as you breathe and feel that new life coming into the body and the old passing through, connecting to your feet on the ground. And if you're seated in the chair, just imagine your feet kneading the soil, connecting directly with the earth. And as you breathe, beginning to feel or see the breath flowing up and down through the body. As you inhale, the breath rises from the feet up to the head, and as you exhale, the breath falls back down to the feet. And now beginning to expand this breath down through the feet into earth. So as we inhale, feeling or seeing this breath rising up from the core of earth, up through the feet and the legs and the hips and the torso, up to the head. And exhaling down through the body, down through the feet, back into earth, down to the core. Breathing the grounding up through every cell of the body. Allowing the sense of stability, of security, of safety to flow up and down through the body. Inviting in these energies from earth. And now as you breathe, I'd like you to imagine that the breath is growing roots out of your feet into earth. As you inhale, building life and vitality in these roots, and as you exhale, allowing the breath to extend these roots farther outward and down into the soil. With every breath, you can see the new shoots burrowing their way through the soil, maybe passing rocks and other minerals. Notice if these roots want to extend outward or downward. Really feeling the journey of these roots into earth. And as you breathe these roots, and as they take root in the soil, as they make their home in the crust of earth, they begin to grow a sprout up through the soil. And as you breathe, your breath adds to this beautiful sprout, builds its body cell by cell. And as you breathe, the sprout reaches up higher and higher toward the glistening sun, drinking its rays, showering in its photonic light. As you breathe, this sprout becomes a more solid stem and continues to expand until it's clear there's a trunk, a dense woody trunk growing above these roots. With every breath, this trunk is expanding here and there, reaching farther upward towards the sunlight. And you begin to notice characteristics of this trunk, the quality of the bark, the width of the trunk, the flexibility or the density of it. And perhaps you find that it's not a trunk at all, but a cortex of a cactus. And as you continue to breathe life into this tree body of yours, feeling the roots reaching out or downward as the trunk expands and lengthens. Feeling this groundedness expand in your own body as this tree trunk is reaching ever higher. And as you breathe life into the roots and trunk of this tree, you feel the perfect balance under the surface and above the surface of the earth. And this tree has sprouted and grown so much that now it's beginning to reach out with branches or arms. With each breath, more of these arms reach upward and outward. Reaching for the sun themselves, soaking up the nutrients and the air particles around it. And you notice that leaves or spines are beginning to sprout from these branches, or perhaps needles. And taking note of what the shape of these leaves or spines or needles, what they look like, what they feel like. And not getting too lost in the why or analyzing what this tree is all about, but just feeling it. And as your tree body grows upward, outward, sprouting new life on its limbs, on its branches, on its arms, becoming aware of your fingertips in this moment, just as if they were those needles or those leaves soaking up the sun. Feeling the life in your own fingertips, soaking up nutrients from the air around us. Feeling how this nourishment flows from the distal points of your body and the far reaches of the limbs of this tree down to its center, down to its essence. And you see or feel with the breath how this tree body of yours has filled out, has really expanded. And in your mind's eye, you step back to take a broader perspective of this beautiful tree body. And noticing its shape. Does it arc out like an umbrella? Does it reach straight up to the heavens? Is it thick or thin? Does it wave in the wind or stand strong? And what does it smell like? Smell its trunk. Smell its leaves. And what does it feel like, feeling the exterior of this tree body that you've breathed into life? You felt the interior, but now we're stepping back and feel the trunk, feel the branches, the leaves. Feel the sharpness of the spines. Running your fingers along the contours of the bark. And just allow yourself to be immersed in these senses for a few breaths without needing to analyze or judge any information that's coming in. And then noticing the environment this tree has chosen to sprout from, and the environment that its canopy or its presence has created. Stepping back far enough in your mind's eye to feel or see the nature that has sprung up around this tree, or the nature that has been a home for this tree so far. Do you hear or feel water nearby? Are there particular animals or birds or bugs or other wildlife that are drawn to this tree body? Perhaps who have made their homes at the base of or within this tree. And becoming aware of the greater environment and how it's interacting with your beautiful tree body. Is there a breeze or a strong wind that's whipped up in this environment? Is it sunny or stormy? Is it snowy? Is it desert-like? Feeling into your tree body and its environment. Again, without judgment, just enjoying the sensory experience of that. As you feel and experience this beautiful tree body that you've breathed into life, and the environment that has gathered around and been attracted to this tree body, I'd like you to step up to this tree, step up to its base, and if this tree is climbable, I would like you to begin climbing up this beautiful tree. If perhaps your tree body is a cactus, I don't recommend climbing it. But you can, because you are infinite. You can become a beautiful butterfly and float on the thermals, flutter up to the top of this cactus or other unclimbable tree. So making your way up to the very top of this tree, up to the heights at the top of this tree. And as you look out around you, you see the most fantastic views. You feel the breeze up here, up so high. And even though you're at such a height, if you are resting in the branches of this tree, you feel the stability of its roots supporting you. Supporting you at these great heights. And as you look out, you can nearly see the curvature of the earth. And as you breathe and enjoy this vast perspective, I would like you to see an element of yourself, an element of your life that perhaps has some tension to it in this moment. And I'd like you to intend to see it from this very high up, this very broad perspective. Just imagining it happening there on this minuscule little level. If it's a scene in your mind, seeing these tiny little ant-sized figures enacting this scene, or if it's a symbol or an emotion, seeing it in its perspective far down below you, interacting, engaging in the big puzzle of life. And we're just viewing this element, just viewing it as we viewed our beautiful tree body, without judgment, without needing to orchestrate anything or fix anything. Just simply allowing your eyes to rest relaxedly upon this element. Watching it as an observer, as a witness, allowing it to unfold or to evolve before your eyes in whatever way it wants to. Or simply watching it just be there before you. from this place, from this beautiful high up place where you can see everything, feeling the breeze on your face or perhaps some raindrops tickling the top of your head, feeling so supported by the strong roots and trunk of this tree. From this beautiful position, we'll take 3 breaths together. Inhaling a sense of peace, ease, and calm. Maybe a feeling of knowing or stability. Breathing this into every cell of your body, and as we exhale, we will pulse this feeling out in every direction, upward into the sky, downward into earth, and outward for whatever beings or elements need this vibration in this moment. And breathing this feeling of stability and safety, this peace, this knowingness, breathing this into your body, into every cell of your body. Once more. Feeling your own human body as this tree body. Feeling your roots so connected to the core of earth. Feeling your limbs reaching out for the nourishment in the air and the sunlight and the moisture around you. Feeling yourself so at peace with your natural companions and your environment, so accepting, so stable. And as you fully embody this tree body, gently, gently becoming aware of your fingertips and your toes, bringing more awareness to the breath moving in and out of the body. And as you slowly come back into this present moment, bringing a sense of your beautiful tree body with you, the immensity of your power to nourish yourself, and your power to hold space in nourishment and stability for all those around you. In peace, in love, and in stillness. We will see you next week.